Hello and welcome to June's Affiliate Marketing Journey Report with me, Andy Woolley, looking at my specific portfolio. Let me just jump in. So using the sort of same prescribed methodology, I use PowerPoint, which is great for me easily to move slides around and put a presentation together. If any of you wish to have this template after, please leave a comment below and I'll send it out to you. You can edit it as you want, but I use this sort of process comfortably between two agencies that I work with and a number of clients, and it gives them that helicopter view, and you can drill down if you need to, but it makes it very, very easy to do report writing without spending too much time and wasting your effort just schmoozing the report rather than getting on with the work. So without that said, let me crack on. So the next slide gives you the idea of my attribution model, my business model specifically. My affiliate website is in the garden niche. It's a very competitive niche, but it was chosen purely because I had this problem within my own garden, and I thought, well, the topical relevance would be easy to take photos and provide some sort of context of maybe doing product reviews and stuff like that. So that was the rhyme and reason I chose this niche, and it sort of escalated from there. Maybe with a bit of blind luck, who knows? But like most things, you've got to jump in there with both feet sometimes in order to know that you can understand the process. And to give you some context, I work full time. This is a part-time thing I do in the evenings and weekends. I lecture 2 days a week in digital marketing. That is my speciality, and I work with clients for the rest of the week. So it's a busy time, and trying to fit this around is good from the point of view, what I'm demonstrating here is I'm literally starting from ground zero. It's earned me nothing per se, a couple of pence, but really earned me nothing. But I'm hoping by the goal, 24 months, to be somewhere near that $1,000 a month. If it's less, it's less, but at the end of the day, all I know, it'll be in a better position and I'm earning more than if I was not doing anything right now. And that's kind of the approach I'm taking. There's a goal that I'm aiming for, but it'll be interesting to record the journey as we're going along. And I hope you come on this journey with me, because I have followed so many others in the affiliate marketing, and it's been inspirational to me that whilst I have specialism in many different areas in digital marketing, I haven't really walked the walk in affiliate marketing. So hence the reason now it's time to jump in and do this. That said, I've also taken this weekend, I took quite a strategic approach to the goals that I set, and I pruned it back slightly. I was initially aiming to get 1,000 blogs, but realistically, looking at the time that I can, capitalize on in a week by week process around what I do, 800 informational articles is a big ask, but I think it's achievable. Hence the reason you can see what I've completed to date. I'm 9% towards my goal of completing it. So 9/12s, yeah, we should therefore be towards that 800 articles by the 24-month period. Also, I want to publish 20 buyer's guides across 4 particular sectors. At the moment, I've written 5, and they are tombstones. There's no two ways about it. They do take a long time to write. In essence, they're anywhere between 4,000 and 6,000 words, which is a heavy set of information to put in there. Personally, I'm not comfortable with them because I wouldn't read that much. I'd skim through and I'd take out the information. I may make the sale, but would that be engaging for Google to read that metric? I don't think so. So there's something I'm going to revisit, but for the moment, I'm just going to plow hard and heavy forward and then come back. And very much what Carl Broadbent is doing in his channel at the moment, he's looking at his negative content and he's repurposing and he's making things better. It's good to follow other people. Carl Broadbent, he's on YouTube, has his own channel as well. He's graciously let me be in his Discord group as well, which I heartily recommend to any of you out there. I will put a link in the description below, and it's very, very good to go and ask a question and then push you in the right direction. And Whitley, let me move on. So yes, I've mapped out those silos, which gives me an idea how to create a silo content blog and create what I call the anthill effect. I am using a tool now called usetopics.com. Quite enjoying that because it's not bad for the topical relevance. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And I'm also putting it into effect on other sites. So the announcement I've really got that makes this unique to last month is I have now got 4 sites in total. Went from 1 to 4. I know it's mind-boggling. My second site is based on my own knowledge, my digital marketing, and for most of you, it's not rocket science. You can probably work out what the domain is there because you can see my logo is in most of the videos. The Infinity logo there is insightbeforeaction.com, which is all about imparting knowledge around digital marketing, SEO, and data. I probably will do a separate video on that because I think it'd be worthwhile to demonstrate to people how the intent is different to a standard affiliate site, because it takes the customer through a sales funnel and it will change over time, unlike an affiliate site where the goal is to build that content to get money. My Insight Before Action is not that. It needs to go through different changes or catalytical changes in order to really be a valuable site. More on that in a separate video. I also was graciously enough offered the opportunity to buy a website off Carl Broadbent. He was advertising it in one of his videos. I jumped in there as quick as I could and I bought it. Great. So many thanks for that. And a big thank you to Phil from Spiderweb as well for facilitating the transfer. That's now complete, and hats off. It was an easy process, and I really do appreciate the opportunity. Now, the rhyme and the reason I bought that one, I may not reveal the domain, I don't know, is purely because it would sit nicely alongside my garden niche. As to whether I reveal the domain name or not, I might, because I don't see it as ever being a big earner. I see it as a nice, comfortable addition to the garden site. I might do some linking back and forth, which might help. But I might actually use it as a reveal the domain and do videos, and then demonstrate to you how you can literally do something from a standing position, which I'm almost doing here anyway. The only reason I'm 12 months in is 8 months I did nothing. I put a little bit of content on something with the intention, forgot about it, had an email that prompted me 8 months later, and then was surprised by what was ranking, and I thought, I need to do something with this. I let work take over, been very, very busy. So I decided then I need to wear the affiliate marketing hat and get on with it. So just for you to realize, whilst I am 12 months in, realistically, I'm like 3-4 months in. So yes, coming back to the one I bought off Carl, I might reveal that one and then show my mind thinking for the keyword research, how I map out the content, how I use tools, and then basically write the content as well and see what ranks. And yes, whilst others may think they can, grab it, steal it, and go and do the same, it won't be the same, because there will always be secret sauce that none of us ever share, no matter how transparent we are, is the intent, the decision-making process, what we prioritize over one set of categories to another and what one set of blogs to another will vary, and therefore that tone of voice of how I write it compared to you will also be the differentiator. So I might consider that one, and if so, you'll see videos popping up for that. And then lastly, as I say, it's been a busy month. I've also started a 4th site, a collaboration process that is with a client, and we have reasonable resource behind that. It's nice to have someone else to bounce off as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that one goes. I won't reveal that one, but it will be nice to see how that builds up for my portfolio. Another thing, just to make you aware, is a lot of this information has come by following a raft of affiliate marketers out there: Sean Mars, Amelia Gardner, Carl Broadbent, Alex Cooper. There's too many that I could name, but joining that Discord group, and I will make sure the link's in the below this video, has been an eye-opener and really, really interesting. So it's helped me massively. I just want to say a big thank you out there. Can't thank them enough. Right, let's get into the meat of it. So what did I do in June? Well, on the garden niche, I did just shy of 36,616 words added. That was done spread between 10 posts and 3 buyer's guides, which now takes me up to almost 160,000 words on the page. I've in the little box there, I've got the previous month, so you can see the comparison just to make it easier and as transparent as possible. So you can see there is a genuine shift. You will also see that there's a grey box out there. Now, the rhyme and reason for that is I've just done a social experiment, and I try and do lots of social experiments alongside all the work I do because I teach, and it's nice to have this sort of first-hand knowledge, original knowledge as compared to curated knowledge. And I used advanced custom fields. So if you did see how that was broken down, you get an idea exactly what the website is. So I've blanked that out purposely because it's one of the big pillar pages that leads into many sub pages that really define what the website is about. Anyway, that said, I need to do a lot more in this section because there's 32 of them, and I've only done about 8 of them so far. There's a lot more to complete on that. So looking at some of the numbers, again, I've given you last month's in the little box here. There's nothing really to write home about. No, I'm taking the advice of several of other affiliate marketers, is ignore the numbers. I'm just doing it purely for the sake of transparency and recording this journey. So when I look back over things and I sum things up, I can see how that slowly increased. And then you got that hockey stick effect, which we'll see in a minute in the Search Console. The other thing that I'm kind of seeing here, just, without over analyzing it, is I also think that a couple of competitors are going on there. I'm not seeing the engagement, the increased bounce rate, and that doesn't bother me. I think because I'm starting to make headway within their particular niche, they're more aware of me and they're coming on more regularly to see what's happening. So they're not true customers. The way I would sort of consolidate that information or quantify that information, as it were, is I'm also linked up to the Amazon affiliate program, and the site has plenty of clicks and not a single sale. So it's not translating to the bottom line yet. So I'm not too worried about that. It's very much like the affiliates say, stay focused, get on, build the content, grow the audience bigger and larger, and then on a balance of probability, you'll have more people clicking through and a balance of probability, more people who've clicked through to actually purchasing. Happy days. But that said, I also use the Zoic, which I'm not too worried, and I have mentioned this before and I'll mention it again. The monies I'm often earning off them is pittance, but that's because I don't want it to ruin the UX, the user experience at the moment. The only rhyme and reason I put it on there is because I just want to make sure it's all integrated, going through the CDN, and it's just literally set up. It's done and dusted. At any point I need to go in and add placeholders in, again, it's an easy process. Then once I've got the audience, then I can translate it into a monetary gain. But for the moment, it's grow the audience. That's all that really is my focus. And that said, this is the shot that makes me happy most months, is seeing that hockey stick effect, seeing the tight correlation between clicks and impressions. Tells me I'm on the money and I'm engaging to the right target audience with the right message at the right time. Traditional marketing. The clicks are increasing, as you can see, and also the average click-through rate as well. That's moderately gone up, but steady wins like that month in, month out would move me in the right direction, and the average position as well. So I'm really happy this is moving in the right direction. It has dipped down a little bit here and there, and that's purely because I haven't really done anything for 7 to 10 days on the site, which I know in the affiliate world is unforgivable, but just simply lots of other boxes to tick by the end of the month for clients as well. Moving on to the next one, and again, this is peace of mind, is making sure that the indexation is working correctly. All my sitemaps are bang up to date. They're being read every day, and the assets that I create are being indexed and read by Google. And seeing the steady increase here, everything in the green, it makes me happy knowing that there are no errors. There's nothing being left on the table. It's all being eaten up by Google, and it's there ready to be ranking. And we can see that by then jumping into one of the most favorite tools for a lot of affiliates is SerpRobot. I did purchase one of their little robots. I can't remember the little robot's name. But then this is a very quick and easy way for it to demonstrate the keywords moving from right to left. The more moving to the left and increasing the visibility hopefully translates into more organic traffic. So the small box is last month, the bigger box, the one above. So as you can see here, we went from 1 keyword now to 24 ranking in there, 5 in the top 3, 16 in the top 10, and so on. And my average position is improving. Obviously that's the game, is keep producing good content that engages the target audience. Keyword research that obviously is based on what people are typing into the search query box, and then monitoring those keywords. So hopefully this keeps improving and moving in the right direction. The next part of having all that credibility, which is built on the content on your website, is you need the visibility, and that's backlinking. Now, strictly speaking, I'm not going to bother here for quite some time. There's too much to do on page that will give me a result as opposed to off page. And I know those of you out there who firmly believe in backlink, I'm not discrediting what you know. I believe in backlinking too, because it's like having one friend and then having a classroom of friends. You're going to be way more popular with the classroom of friends, your backlinks. But there's only so many hours in the day. So for the moment, I'm not going to really focus on that, but I'm going to keep an eye on it, because it would be interesting to see the organic backlinks being built. I am going to do contextual linking. I am using a plugin called Link Whisper for that, and I'll do a video on that because I quite like that tool, but I'm still trialing and error how it works through several of the sites. So contextual linking is being done as correctly as I can through the Garden Niche site, and that way then I know that the right articles are talking back to the pillar posts, which will create my silos, and obviously that contextual linking for topical relevance. Wow, that's a mouthful. I get it, and I hope you understand it as well. If you don't, please ask a question in the comments below. I'll happily come back and give you an idea of exactly some of the stuff I'm talking about. The backlinks, yeah, it's not there, but I've got an authority score, and that's not bad considering the website started from nothing. I didn't buy the domain. Well, I did, but I didn't buy it off anyone. I just bought it off Reg123, paid my money, and then I built a brand new website from nothing. So it's interesting to see how it will get somewhere, and that's all down to just due diligence. Put the time and the effort in. So coming on to the almost last slide, the money shot, as it were. And no surprise, there's no real money to talk about. As you can probably see on here, Amazon, not a penny has been earned, but I am seeing an increase in clicks, and that's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm not looking that I need the income right here, right now. It'll come when it comes, and then hopefully when it does come, it comes a lot thicker and faster. That's the aim. The eSoic ads in June, just to give you an idea, yes, that accumulated. I've taken it from dollars, translated it into pounds. I do work in pounds because most of the licenses I pay for are in pounds. So it just makes it easier to keep it in one currency. I know lots do dollars for varying reasons. I understand that. But for me, I'm just going to keep it in pounds because that's really what's closest to my pocket. And I earn £1.21. Okay, I'm not too fussed about that. But to give you some, realism to it, there's literally next to no ads running on the whole site, and that's purposeful. I don't want to flood it with that. I want to flood it with content. I want to get the customers or the potential customers coming in by driving organic traffic, and then when I feel that we're hitting decent numbers in a month, then I'll ramp up the monetization to actually see something that goes in my pocket. If I was to do that now, I think it would harm the UX and the organic growth of the site, and I wouldn't be earning. I'd be earning what, £1 as opposed to £5. It's not worth it. It's being realistic. That's what I'm looking at. As for the rest of the numbers, I paid for my main hosting for all sites last month, but I don't break it down across months because that's not how I pay for it. I pay it upfront, one bang, done. Where I can't, and it is on a monthly, you'll see that there. I won't read them verbatim, it's pointless to be honest. The only addition there is I did upgrade on the conversion.ai to the boss mode, and I have mixed feelings on conversion.ai. I do like it, and I've seen lots of videos on there. I might produce a video on it as well to give you my thoughts and experience on it. It is challenging on this site because there is a lot of factual information got to go on there, which means that whilst it can write some of that, it needs to be quantified to ensure that it is on the money. It's convenient. It works for some things, not everything. If anything, I find Quillbot is a bit more effective when it comes to helping me write content alongside existing ranking websites or web pages specifically. Dreamtimes I use obviously for my images, so they're always copyright free. SerpRobot, yes, I'm paying for my own now, so that keeps working steadily. And I've added the other sites on there as well, so it will start recording the the movement on the other two. But as it stands at the moment, there's zero because there's nothing ranking on there. As soon as there is something there, then I'll change the style of these videos and I'll incorporate them in there so we can see there is a portfolio of sites. Backlinks, I'm not paying for those yet. I might in time, but realistically, I think there are smart ways to build your own backlinks, and I will develop that in time once I feel that the site starts hitting somewhere where there's a plateau. First and foremost, content will always drive way more information. If I drive backlinks to a site that's got thin content, it'll translate into the metrics analytics, and that'll hit me in my ranking. So it's not a smart play by all accounts. It's a case of build the content first and foremost. So yes, I'm in a negative here, but I kind of probably will be for the best part of the year, going up to those 24 months, and I've got no problem with that. I'm more conscious of actually pushing the time in to get the result. Another big element here from a social experiment point of view as well is I have decided to knock my content writers on the head for this particular site, and it will also be in the other site as well, because I want to use the AI technology and the content writing tools and the time I'm allotted to genuinely show people who do this part-time before it becomes a full-time profession, it is achievable. And these are the real results coming from it, because I don't do this full-time. I don't have the time to do it full-time. So I want to paint a picture that if I can do it, you can do it. And that's kind of really the audience I'm aiming at, is those already doing affiliate marketing, but those thinking about it or starting it. And I do it for a very, very small budget. You can see my budget there for the month, besides the hosting, £140. Who can't afford £140 in one website? It's time is really the hardest thing to afford for any one of us. I know, because I work 6 days a week, sometimes into the 7th, to spin all the plates. But if you want to transition from point A to point B, you have to put above and beyond in. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. It can just be your time. That's really the message I'm trying to sell here. Ezoic obviously is going to spit back a very low EPMV, which I totally get. I mean, yeah, I'd love to see this up where lots of people like it above the $10, but I'm not going to worry about that for the moment, because money is not my purpose at the moment. It's about build the audience, bring them to me, and then you can capitalize on that value, that intent that they've got. So coming to the last slide, what am I going to do now in July? As I said, the weekend I sat down and I went through all my goals on all my sites to be realistic, to know what I need to do as a tick box exercise month in, month out, and do this rinse and repeat process. I need to complete those 30 articles in that one category. They are the ones driving the best traffic to the site. I didn't do any of those in June. I built out 3 buyer's guides and supporting blogs for those, which is fine. And I can see the clicks coming into Amazon. They haven't translated into any money yet, but they're working. And that is reassuring enough for me. As for the articles in this one particular niche, I need to finish that, because they've just got literally coming soon on them. And that's not nice for anybody, for any user experience, and more importantly for the metrics that Google is going to read from it. So that's going to be my focus for the whole month. So there won't be a lot exciting to report about, but hopefully it translates straight away into the organic traffic. I've listed the other elements, the videos, contextual linking, and maybe update some of the keyword research. But for the moment, they're just going to be there as an ongoing reminder for me, and a genuine, opportunity for you to see, this is what I'm going through. These are the issues I'm addressing. And more importantly, how difficult it is sometimes to actually get everything you want done and then find that the month has gone and you've got next to nothing done. So hopefully you found this information of value to you. It's definitely something I'm going to use as a record to spur me on. And I think that's inspirational both for you and definitely for me. But also then it holds me to account to push and then do something across each one of my platforms. So yeah, join me in again. And if you've got anything that you would like to, ask me a question on, please leave a comment down below in the comment section. Likewise, I'd love you to become a subscriber by clicking the subscriber button. Hopefully you like the video and give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. Everything is about playing to the Google algorithm, or in this case, YouTube's algorithm, which is all beneficial. And likewise, click that little bell notification. So as soon as I upload a video, then that'll come out to you. And touch wood, I will make sure I do videos at least once, twice a week. So there is going to be regular content for you. So I'll see you soon, and thank you for watching.